Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Joni Young. If you're new here, thanks so much for joining. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to paint this beautiful magical rainbow world using lots of colors today and some fun brushes on an 11 by 14 double primed stretched canvas. We're going to begin with a large flat brush, light ultramarine blue and titanium white. We're going to start the background. I'll list all the colors and brushes below in the description. So I'm going to keep pulling back and forth, adding a little bit of black now. And we'll add a little bit of water to our brush when we need to. So those three colors, light ultramarine blue, titanium white, and a bit of black. Now the sky is going to be the darkest on the very top left corner. Down below in the foreground, we're going to be using sap green and yellow, and a little bit of black as well. So bring in a little bit of phthalo blue now, and more of that light ultramarine blue. Pull some black and phthalo blue across the bottom. Come in with some sap green, a little bit of yellow. This is cadmium yellow. Pull back and forth with your brush, nice long strokes. And we'll fill in the foreground down here, picking up a little bit of water when we need to, and then building up some contrast and dark, deep shadows right here on the very bottom. So we've got our horizon line, and then the very bottom of the canvas in our foreground, dark green, phthalo blue, a little bit of black. I'm going to pick up some of the white and a little bit of yellow and add a little area right here in this big open field where the light is going to be hitting it, so it's going to be kind of glowing and really soft looking right there. Now I'm going to use the corner of my flat brush, demonstrate right here just to tap in some little trees that are really far away, right on that horizon line. So we can use the greens, maybe a little bit of black. And a little bit more of the blue and the black and the white. Now I'm switching over to my mop brush and I'm dusting really little circles quite quickly to give it that soft blended look. Then I come in with my flat brush, a little bit of water, and I scrape off gently some of the paint to start forming some clouds up in the sky. We want to have some little peaks where the light is poking through, and then build up the shadow on this side some more. A little bit of phthalo blue and a little bit of black with a bit of water on our brush. A bit of darker patch right in here above the horizon line. Switching over to my Filbert brush now, light ultramarine blue and white. Let's pull up, begin our shape for our main rainbow. This will be the first rainbow we're painting. Add a few little clouds. Give this a soft, glowing, blended look right in here. So scumble around with your brush, just using a bit of that white. And then across the bottom, right above the horizon line. Now I'm going to pick up my neon purple violet and start adding that for the first layer of my rainbow. So I'm kind of working backwards right now. Usually I start a rainbow with red, orange, yellow, green, blue, then purple. But in this case I'm starting at the bottom, a little bit of white to give it that soft, pretty pastel look. It might take a little bit for you to get your color just right the way you want it. So just remember, if you want it to be a little bit softer looking, you'll add white. And then we'll make sure our brush is clean for the next color, and it's going to be phthalo blue with white. So we'll take a bit of each and mix the colors up. Pull, try to do it all in one stroke to make it look really smooth and seamless. Each time we add a color, we're going to layer over top of part of the other one. Okay, now I did that really quickly, picked up a little bit of turquoise and some white, and I'm pulling it right above and partially on the blue. And I'm going to continue doing the same technique with each color. Next will come yellow. I'm going to pick up a little bit of white and add a few more layers of this yellow and add even more white now. I really want the orange and the neon red to stand out with that dark gray underneath. It can be a little bit tricky getting the balance of the colors just right. So take your time with this. I'm going to make a nice soft peach color. Place it over part of that yellow. Mix up some more. And then I'll do the same thing with the red. I want to build up the shadow and the contrast some more now that the paint has had some time to dry. So I'm going to bring in a little bit of my phthalo black with a bit of water in my brush. Make sure your brush isn't dripping. And I'm going to place right next to the rainbow, right up to that red, a little bit of gray. You can make some gray with the white and the black, mix in a bit of phthalo, and add a little bit of the light ultramarine blue too. So your grays don't have to just be black and white. You can tint them with these blues to make some prettier shades. So get right up to that rainbow. That'll really make the colors stand out even more. Okay, with a clean brush, white, phthalo, and light purple violet, I'm going to start scumbling and blending that around on the bottom of the sky. Kind of a smoky lavender kind of a color. It's really, really pretty. And then pull a little bit of white in and right underneath the purple and right above the horizon. Mix those colors up again and create some clouds up in the sky on the top. Take a bit of that neon red and go over top. And add some more purple. So as the paint dries and sets into the canvas, you'll know where you need to go back and add a little bit more color, highlights, and shadows. Now with some cadmium yellow, a little bit of black, I'll start adding a bit more to the foreground here. I'm going to switch over to my mop brush now that I just softened the end of that rainbow with a little bit of white and a little bit of blue and start adding my next layer, dusting small circles around, and then over to a liner brush, blue, purple, black, and white. A little bit of water on your brush, wiggle and make little scoops to create some peaks and ridges for clouds. And we'll soften with a Filbert brush, or you can use the mop brush if you like. So I just have a little bit of water on my brush. Okay, now I'm coming in with just a little bit of white. I'm going to blend and then flick very quickly up and down and start creating a little bit of a rainbow right in this area. First I'm going to add a little bit of grass and foliage down at the bottom. And then I'm going to start flicking, turning my brush sideways, white, then I'll go into yellow. So when I flick really fast like that, the paint underneath on parts of the rainbow is still wet, so you get that really cool blurry look. So I'm going to make this look like a faded, drippy kind of a rainbow back here. And you don't even have to do it in the right order for a rainbow. You can put the colors wherever you like. It'll still look really pretty. So I'll do that on the top and underneath the other rainbow at the bottom. Then I'm going to go ahead and add one right over here. Same color order, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Now every rainbow is going to be a little bit different from the other one. Some of them are going to be softer in color, skinnier, or bigger. But the first main rainbow that we've done is going to be the strongest and boldest in color. And I'll add another one right down here. Okay, just adding a little bit more red on those ones. We'll begin another rainbow right here. So we'll get a light peachy color with that yellow, the red, the white. Come back over. Turquoise, phthalo blue, and purple. And then maybe just another one right here. With a clean brush, I'm going to flick very lightly, barely touching that canvas. Flick some of that wet paint right down. Give it a drippy kind of a blurry look. And then I'm going to begin this little floating tree up in the sky. The base color with sap green and black. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit of orange, yellow, white with the green on my brush. Pull and flick sideways. And then tap in to make it look like there's some moss dripping. And I'll begin tapping for the tops of the tree and the tree trunk using sap green and black. And we're going to add little windows and an archway for like the door at the base of the tree and make it look really magical. And to put some highlights on here, we'll add cadmium yellow, a little bit of white, in with the green on our brush. Now the Filbert brush is a really, really nice brush to use for painting trees and creating all that mossy look with grass and foliage. It's so easy to use the Filbert brush. Just let it do the work for you. So for these darker areas, I'm just using black. Got my Mars black today. Got my liner brush now, and I'm going to mix up a light color and just dab where I want these little windows or doorways to be. And then I decided I wanted to paint a crescent moon up here. And then with turquoise and a bit of white, little dots and dabs, soften with a fingertip, and then come in with a little white in the center and flick off little lines right from the center to create some magical twinkling stars. Really happy with how those stars look. Now I'm going to come over and outline this tree with some black, and then highlight, re-highlight. Now that the paint has set in, I can add some more highlights here with my cadmium yellow and white. And then I decided that I was going to add another little archway right here and create a little staircase. Very simple, very light, quick little lines back and forth and instant staircase. And then we'll do little lines the other way, little taps with the end of our brush for a little railing. A few more highlights there. And then right down here, in this big open field, why not add another little rainbow? Now I thought this was going to be my last one, but then I decided to do just one more right next to the big tree, right over here. This one's going to be really soft in color tones. I just had so much fun with this painting today. I had no idea it was going to turn out like this. I originally just wanted to do one big rainbow and a little tree down on the grass. And next thing you know, it's turned into this and taken on a life of its own. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial today and that you get inspired. I want to thank you guys so much again for joining me. Like this video, leave a comment, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you very soon in another video. Happy painting, you guys. Bye for now.